We good? We here? Okay, yeah, we here. Entertainment purposes only. I hope everyone's doing good. This is gonna be interesting. Very interesting. I'll tell you why. When's the last time I did a reading on Summer Walker? 20. I think someone asked me to do a reading on her around like 2020, 2021. I did a reading on Summer Walker. And how do I say this in a nice way? It's not that she's fully delusional. I just gotta say it. I can't lie. But it's more like Summer has let a lot of her traumas mold her. And especially if you are a spiritual person, someone who has some kind of wisdom, which I feel like Summer does, but I feel like she's let people come into her life and kind of use her wisdom to the point where it's probably really hard for her to like channel or tap in. Like I feel like something about Summer Walker's spirituality is kind of off. Like she has trouble tapping into herself. Um Sadly, because spirit is showing me her womb, right? And when you let certain people inside of you, especially as a woman, a man, whatever you do, that's some of the most important energy kind of ever, okay? When it comes to sexual connections, I feel like Summer has so many fucking dark soul ties that it actually feeds on her. And she manifests, I'm going to be real, Summer Walker be manifesting demonic entities. Not out of because that's what she wants to do, but because she's not fully healed, okay? Here's something. Here's some advice. If you want to do any kind of spiritual work, let's say you want to start reading tarot cards, let's say you want to start building an altar, you want to maybe practice some energy work or something like that, okay? That's fine, but it has to come from a healed place, and that's Summer's problem. It's like she has a hard time coming from a healed place. It's like it's weird with her. And I'm hearing that's why she falls out with a lot of women. She falls out with a lot of friends because essentially she sees a lot of women as competition. She's not healed, okay? And a healed person, they don't see competition in other people. They see competition in the mirror. I see competition in the mirror, not in other people. That's where my mind is at, right? But for Summer, it's completely different. 333 on the clock. It's like she's always projecting something onto someone else when she really needs to just take a long, hard look at her decisions. And I feel like her decisions are starting to get to her. At the end of the day, she is a young woman. Is Summer Walker 25, you guys? Hold up. I'm going to look up Summer Walker's age real quick. Real quick. Because what I'm seeing around her is a whole lot of regret. 27 years old with 3 kids and no husband in the house. It's just very sad. It's sad. It's sad because I don't know how Summer Walker grew up, but it's like she's creating the same environment for her kids. And she can talk about having money, but she doesn't have much common sense. And that's really kind of the problem with her. Money doesn't trump common sense. Money doesn't trump wisdom. That's why a lot of people with money end up in bad situations, right? Because they're not thinking. They're thinking with their money. And I feel like she has had a multitude of really dark personal towers recently, and I wish her the best But at the end of the day, I feel like she wants to fill this void of emotions that she has. But because she is a Cancer, okay? And because she is a Cancer, when it comes to that void that she feels, she really got to fill that shit by herself. Because water signs, when they're not evolved, I'm a Pisces, okay? When a water sign is not evolved, the way they move throughout relationships is really messy. Really, really messy. And really that's Summer's fault. I mean, she has no one to blame but herself. She's moved really messy. And not because she feels like it's going to be a better step forward. No, it's because she's still thinking with a traumatized mind. That's like saying, I want to manifest $1,000,000, but you're still thinking about that bad job you had a few months ago. How are you going to manifest $1,000,000 if you're still thinking about that bad job you had to go through? You know what I'm saying? It's all about like flipping a mental switch here. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I drank a lot of coffee. Yeah, Knight of Cups. She's always talking to somebody. Summer Walker is always talking to somebody that sees her as an opportunity. And that's what she needs to get into her head. A lot of people see this girl as a meal ticket, as an opportunity, as a step up to use her. And it's like, girl, when you gonna start kind of seeing this shit and start applying yourself? Yeah, that's what her guides want. Her guides want her to start paying attention to how much people really use her, especially with the news coming out about, okay, so there was this girl, she was on somebody's radio show, and she apparently slept with Lil Meech. That's the dude that Summer just finished dating. I'm really annoyed that I know the dude she's dated, and I'm not saying I don't know her music, because like I said, I think she's incredibly talented, but I'm just kind of mad that, I just want more focus on her talent. I don't want this weird public persona of something that's not who she truly is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want better for this girl. I truly do, because she has a bigger star than she realizes, and her insecurities, they really do eat her up. And I don't know what's been going on with her body, but I'm picking up something going on with her body in surgery. And the fact that she should have never cut into her body the way that she did. But anyways, there was a girl who said she was intimate with Meech. I mean, at the end of the day, who knows? This bitch could just be talking shit, like some people do, to get attention, right? Because a lot of people clout chasing. It's a drug. And she informed the radio station that Little Meech told her, the reason why, first of all, her and Little Meech had just got done smashing, all right? That's number one. Number two, he told this girl while he was in bed with her, literally in bed with her, and after he had just got done seeing Summer, that Summer told him that she had contracted herpes. Anyways, I was just very tired when I heard this shit, because I don't want to hear this shit. And at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know what she has to do, if maybe it's like better management or PR or therapy or something, whatever she has to do. But the star card, she really got to get going on that healing process. And Spirit wants to tell her that, yes, kids are a gift. Kids are wonderful. But the one thing Summer needs to realize is that she's not going to fully heal through her kids. At the end of the day, you have kids, and those kids become individuals. Right? Right. So it's like, she can't hide behind her children. She has to really have some kind of mental step up here with the King of Swords. And she's been around a lot of abrasive men, like men that be like, I remember there was a video of her and Little Meech, and he turned to her and called her a bitch. And she didn't even do anything. I was like, Summer, you're telling me you let men come up to you and go, bitch. I would smack a nigga's lips off and he gonna have to walk into next year to find him before he sits up and call me a bitch. And that's the part of the problem. Here. Whatever, I'm done with her. She's aggravating me. I'm getting aggravated. I'm getting out of Summer's energy. Very aggravating. She's always oversharing. And it's always coming from a very weird place. Like, I just want her to be better. You know, like, you ever seen somebody and you're like, damn, I want you to be better, bro. Like, it's not even on no talking shit kind of thing. It's like, don't you see what you got, what you're blessed with? Don't squander it or lose it to things that you already know is going on. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. All right. Who do I have next on there? Oh, Beyonce. I'm gonna take a hit of my joint. And we're gonna talk about Beyonce's ass. Because Beyonce, girl, Chloe had a whole tour. Holly had multiple Little Mermaid premieres. There was so much shit going on at one point with Holly. And I know that Beyonce was doing her tour. I'm not slow. But at the end of the day, even before the tour started, Beyonce had a chance to do a couple things with Chloe and Holly. And it is really rubbing me the wrong way. I'm not the only person that has said this. It's genuinely rubbing me the wrong way, the way I feel like she's leaving Chloe and Holly just out in the cold. It doesn't feel nice. You know, it feels shady. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to keep it so real. It feels shady. Like, if I bring on some people on my record label and you guys are having certain premieres or shows or this or that, even if I'm busy, y'all are my artists, right? So what's my job to do? At least show up for you or something. At the end of the day, she didn't even make a post about the Little Mermaid. She didn't even like none of that shit. At the end of the day, there is behind the scenes stuff. But when you have Chloe coming out and people are asking her, hey, when's your album coming out? Blah, 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 blah. You got people asking Chloe that question, and Chloe can say, oh, I have no clue. That's really bad management, you guys. Because when it comes to a EP, album, mixtape, project, whatever it is, the artist at least has to know when it's coming out. And for someone to ask Chloe that and her answer is only my label and God knows, that's very telling. Okay? And it's telling that there's not much direction. So I'm about to get into these cards real quick. I see the Seven of Swords poking out. I be telling y'all this low key, but I'm gonna say it again. Beyonce is kind of the energy vampire. She is. She really is. And you know whose fault it is? Her husband's. Damn. He low key turned her that way. Because he kind of used her as an energy vampire. I mean, shit. Give me one Jay-Z song where he hasn't been like, me and B, yo, B, I got beat. Like, please, give me one Jay-Z song where he hasn't at least mentioned Beyonce in one bar. Because he does, okay? He needs her too. But, ouch. Sorry, I have a headband on. It was kind of popping me. I'm about to get into these cards with Beyonce because I don't know. Oh, Beyonce. I feel kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. Beyonce, Queen of Pentacles. Man, my thing with Beyonce. Here's my thing with Beyonce and me seeing the Queen of Pentacles. There is nothing wrong about caring about your image or your next move or how something's gonna make you look. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's a very smart way to move, is to care about your image and the way that you carry yourself. But at the end of the day, I feel like she puts Chloe and Halle underneath her in a very, honestly, in a very off-putting way. It's kind of like, oh, well, I got my money over here, they're over there, but I'm over here. It's kind of a weird energy that Beyonce has. The Empress and the Emperor coming out. Yeah, I know. Give me a second. Beyonce's making my head hurt. It's like, if we really knew how selfish Beyonce was, I don't think we would like her, you guys. I'm not even going to sit here and play. This, I tell the truth on this channel. If we knew how shady Beyonce actually was and the way that she moved behind the scenes, for real, I don't really think we would fuck with her. Damn. I mean, you guys want to hear a story? I have a good homegirl. Her boyfriend works for the Hard Rock. The Hard Rock is a casino. I don't know if you guys have them in your states or your country, but there's a couple of Hard Rocks. And Beyonce has a contract with Hard Rock. So whenever she comes to certain states, like I'm in Miami. So whenever Beyonce comes to Miami, she has to go to the Hard Rock over there. She is contracted with them. My homegirl, her boyfriend, he works with the executives over there, like the top people, you know what I'm saying? The people that own the Hard Rock. They had a custom charcuterie board. Beyonce had specifically said, I want, a charcuterie board. I want this meat. I want this cheese with this wine and yada, 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 So they went, they got everything for her that she wanted on her list. Celebrities be having lists and shit. Before Beyonce got off the elevator, this is a true story, you guys. Like, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit y'all. This is true as fuck. Before Beyonce got off the elevator, people in hotels, how they have the walkie-talkies and the radios and the earpieces. In their earpiece, they told the people upstairs, hey, she's on the elevator and she's about to walk in the doors. So, okay, what do? They bring out the fresh board of fresh, expensive meat and cheese, all that shit, okay? Beyonce walks in the room. She kind of like looks at everybody. And then, no, this is really how it happened, bro. She kind of looks at everyone, halfway smiles. She walks up to the charcuterie board. She picks it up. And Beyonce throws the charcuterie board in the garbage can. My friend's boyfriend said that everybody in the room mouth dropped and was like, what the fuck did she just do? Her excuse was she didn't see them walk out the charcuterie board to her. So if you really want an idea of because sometimes so many people get this idealization of these people in their head. And I keep telling them, understand, some of these people, if they see you on fire, they're not even going to throw you a glass of water. You really got to understand that. So I really do not like how shady Beyonce is being towards Chloe and Halle. I really don't. And I'm going to get into these cards. I just wanted to say that story because not only is it true, but I think it's kind of telling of how celebrity can get into people's heads. I'm sure there's people that have unpleasant stories of a lot of celebrities. I'm sure there's people that have maybe sometimes pleasant stories of different celebrities too. I'm not saying they're all bad, but I'm saying some people, you get them a little money, you get them a little fame, they lose their shit. All right. How does Beyonce feel about Chloe and Halle? Oh my gosh. Look at what I know you fucking lying. I literally asked how does she feel about these girls, and as soon as I split the deck, it's jealousy, y'all. I hate to say that shit, but look, King of Cups and the Seven of Swords. It's jealousy. Something about youth here. And it's like, I don't feel like she doesn't want to see them succeed, but it's that weird energy with the devil and the Five of Swords where it's like, I want to see you succeed, but I don't want to see you succeed more than I do. That's that shady shit that I'm talking about. I knew it was going to come out in 2.5 seconds because in reality, you can't hide when you really feel that way. And I don't think Beyonce's hiding it. I'm going to keep it a buck. I feel like she kind of evilized them too. Like I said, I feel like Beyonce's kind of been on some energy vampire shit spiritually the past like 2 to 3 years, really heavily. And I just saw the judgment card, so she better chill because honestly, I feel like Beyonce is racking up some kind of karma behind the scenes. Like there's something not right. There's so much conflict. There's so much tension. There's so much anger with the cups. There could be crying. There could be sadness. Like if I told you guys that Beyonce could low key be going through some kind of mental breakdown, I wouldn't be lying. Because there's something about her. It's like I'm hearing youth, 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 youth. So I don't know if she has regrets. It's kind of like a combination of regrets, anger, and frustration. I don't like this energy, y'all. I'm moving out of it. Sorry. I don't like that energy. And if you've seen on my channel, go back on my channel. I've had videos about my spiritual experiences with Beyonce already. I've already spoken about it. I don't need to mention it again in this video. Just go back on my channel if you want to watch those readings. Thank you. Okay, next. Jeez, the energy's so dense. Will and Jada, a mini read. Mini read. I mean, I did a reading on them. What, 2020? 2021, probably. And I broke down, well, when the whole August Alsina situation happened, I broke that down and said Jada was literally a predator to August Alsina. Keep it real. August Alsina was friends with Jaden. That was Jaden's friend. And Jada, here she comes. She predatorized August Alsina. He had just lost both his parents and his sister. She knew he was weak, and that whole situation to me was fucked up as hell. But let's see what else is going on, because this green-eyed monster, here she comes again. I didn't even want to do like a part 3 on Will and Jada, but the Hierophant, when I split the deck, contracts and emotions. Let's keep it real. A lot of contracts, a lot of paperwork too. Maybe even spiritual contracts. I feel like Jada's tried to put spiritual contracts on Will. I'm not even about to sit here and lie. What is a spiritual contract? When you try to bind somebody to a spirit, or you try to bind somebody to yourself. And I feel like she's definitely tried to do that to Will, 100,000%. I'm not even going to sit here and deny it. Entertainment purposes only. But definitely, I feel, look at this, 2 of Wands in reverse. They've had some weird energy in their relationship for a long time. When I say long time, I mean long time. Long time. Like maybe 5+ years. A really long time. It's been a lot of up and down, a lot of not knowing what direction to go in their relationship, in their marriage, and the way that they both process things. There's something weird about the way that Will and Jada both process things mentally and emotionally. That's always caused hella issues. It's like Jada wants to be extraordinarily masculine here, but it's some kind of shift that she's experiencing now mentally. And I think it could be guilt. I think it could be guilt because it's like they've both, it's like putting up a big curtain. It's like, we want you to look at this instead of looking at this. And I mean, let's be real. That's what Hollywood is. Okay. Hollywood is about the illusion. And I told you guys in 2020, I don't see Hollywood lasting the next couple of years. I don't. I actually feel like there's a paradigm shift when it comes to Hollywood and that weird separation that they try to put in between quote unquote regular people and celebrities. There is a shift and it has to happen because there's been a lot of weird shit going on in other realms. What do you do when you feel depleted and like not just depleted, but you feel like you can't go on any longer? That's really what I'm getting here. It's just been a lot of Three of Swords back and forth. It's like, imagine two people being together, but it's only to see who can break each other's heart the worst or the next. There's some kind of weird competition here they have with each other, and it's so toxic. I can't, like, what else is it? You know, a lot of immaturity. A lot of other sex partners. A lot of fantasy, hope, wishing, and honestly being impulsive. More sex partners. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Just know that there's a lot of truths coming out about people, period. I feel like, oops, I didn't mean to check my camera. I feel like a lot of people are getting exposed. And it's causing a lot of shit to go down in everybody's life. Okay? Not just Will and Jada, not just celebrities. I feel like there's an eclipse, right? Or there's an eclipse coming. I feel like this eclipse is really everything that was in the shadows. I feel like it's about to be pushed to the light. And that's going to cause a lot of, it's going to cause a lot of shit. It's going to cause a lot of shit. And at the end of the day, I really think that this eclipse will actually be more helpful to everybody because at the end of the day, you don't know what's being hidden from you. And like I said, I'm not just talking celebrities. I'm talking about everybody. And there's a lot of people exposing themselves. It's like Will and Jada will always expose themselves. And the crazy part is, I feel like their kids are about to come out and start talking. Or their kids already argue with them. Willow, Jaden, and the oldest one, I forgot his name. Is his name Will too, the oldest son? But all of their kids, they're really embarrassed. You guys, their kids are really, really embarrassed. At the end of the day, I think your only job as a parent, married or not, is to really make sure that your kids don't feel embarrassed or don't feel like, damn, mom, why'd you do this shit? Or damn, dad, why'd you do that shit? Because that's very hard for kids to go through. And I feel like Will and Jada's kids have actually really been through a lot dealing with them. And I feel like they're going to come out with their own tell-all stories. The hangman. Yeah, because like Will and Jada's kids feel like sacrifices for them. Spirit is talking. Okay, entertainment purposes only. I appreciate you guys. Personal readings, description box below. Check out my email. You can also iMessage that email if you got an iPhone. Please check out the 3 high vibrational channels I have in the description box below. Very powerful frequency channels. You will not regret finding those channels. I'm telling you, they changed my life. I hope everyone stays safe. I'll catch you later.